Dozens of lawsuits are expected to soon be filed against the federal government decades after toxic water poisoned families at Camp Lejeune in Jacksonville, North Carolina. The WRAL Investigates team has reported on the cover-up and delays in getting justice. Tonight, Cullen Browder explains what's behind the anticipated avalanche of legal action.
If you or a loved one lived or worked
as a veteran, this truth is heartbreaking.
The flurry of TV and online commercials come at you like campaign ads in a busy election season.
Congress just passed the Camp Lejeune Justice Act.
Many are out-of-state law firms or so-called lead generators recruiting veterans and their families to sue if they were impacted by toxic water at Camp Lejeune decades ago, a reversal from years of legal dormancy.
I know that I asked over 30 attorneys. Not one of them would take this case.
Months ago, WRAL Investigates met Audrey Williams Pride, who lived on base with her Navy husband in the 1980s. A complication-free pregnancy ended with the stillbirth of their son, Willie. She now hopes new legislation will hold the military accountable. Is it about money for you?
For me, it's not. 36 years, I believe I would have let go a long time ago. For me, it's about justice.
What's changed is the so-called Honoring Our Pact Act. With final approval and the president's signature, it would provide legal recourse to Camp Lejeune veterans and their families hit by a variety of cancers and other serious conditions linked to that toxic water on base from the 1950s to the 1980s.
Well, it's sad. You know, it's slow. Justice can be slow sometimes.
Raleigh attorney Stacey Miller and Ben Whitley have joined their firm's forces to represent eligible Lejeune families, more than 300 potential clients so far.
I'm taking these cases to give North Carolina people a North Carolina voice.
These are North Carolina cases in North Carolina courtrooms in front of North Carolina juries.
As local attorneys, they urge the public to think twice about out-of-state solicitation. Why are so many out-of-state law firms and other agencies trying to get involved in this?
Because there's a bunch of money involved.
The public should ask questions. I mean, anytime they're calling a number that's purporting to give them legal advice, find out if they're getting legal advice from an actual lawyer.
After decades of waiting and suffering, Lejeune families must now maneuver a legal maze to get help. Cullen Browder, WRAL News.
The coming lawsuits will be filed in the federal court's Eastern District of North Carolina. Attorneys worry the sheer number could overwhelm the system.